Hello, greetings and salutations. I don't know what I'm gonna just leave it there. Hey y'all, I am also Mimi Moshidi, aka Hell of a Healer, aka Cardini OG, and today is a Nine of Spades day, so we're gonna do the book basics of the card of the day. And I really am not too fond of waiting for people to get into the room and all that. So, like I say, you can rewind this when it's time if you missed out on the live. And let me find my first book I'm going to start with. Okay, so again, that reminds you that these are the book basics, not my actual opinions and whatnot necessarily. And also reminding y'all that I have a video out explaining how I got into the cards so you all can see, just some background about me, of course, on my channel since you're here. Hopefully you did some research. And yeah, thanks for being with me. But like I said, I'm just doing the book basics. I'm not really doing my own interpretation of this card of the day. I'm just reading what the books say so that you can all get an idea of how to get more acquainted with the cards, right? So whatever you call these systems, they have different names that have been around, and some go by cartomancy. That's what I introduced my videos as when I first started going, on. And some call it cardology, some call it castrology, some call it astro cards. So it's different names. Some call it cards of truth, but at the end of the day, I refer to it for different things, but it don't really matter. My true definition don't really matter to y'all, I guess. But um, yeah, I work with divine cards, so it is. That's what that is. But to each their own, and that's what's so great about these cards is that you can really get to the same route, or you can take a different route and get to like the same destination sometimes. Or it might just be like a palindrome, or it might be like a reverse image of it. You may not, you may have taken like a similar route, but the destination is like a reverse opposite because high side, low side to the cards. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna get into this first book, which is Play Your Cards Right by Alexander Dunlop for the Nine of Spades. So the example expressions are visionary ambitions, profound talent, imaginative breakthroughs, elevated work ethic, superiority, inferiority, hypocritical and mean spirited, world weary, self pitying, depression, dark personal tragedy, paranoid suspicions, desperate workaholism, naive addictive escapism, metaphysical dreams, meditative mastery, enlightened achievements. That was very draining even to just read. That's why I don't use the books. But and I didn't say what placement or anything it was because the books don't give that. So this says, born to play the Nine of Spades, you are here to make dreams a reality. You have direct access to higher consciousness such that meditation may be easy for you. And you have an active, fertile imagination. For better and for worse, you can visualize every possibility. Your purpose in life is to shine forth an elevated awareness of what life could be like once we choose to step up. You can paint the picture that captures our imagination, inspiring us to work toward the realization of that reality. And with your prodigious, why did I say it like that? With your prodigious willpower, you can do the work necessary to activate your vision. It's just that you may feel all alone in your efforts, and you may even feel like it is a cruel joke. You may see around you a wasteland of quiet desperation, of people merely shuffling through life, caught up in the daily grind. You may thus find yourself in the same depressed position, unwilling to do what you dream to do. You may become thoroughly cynical cynical about human nature to the point where your own fears come true and people repeatedly live up to your negative expectations. Caught in this self-fulfilling prophecy of doom, you may imagine the one way out is self-annihilation. Out of disgust with life, you may be tempted to check out completely. For you, it's all or nothing. What's at stake in your intense encounter with life is to overcome the internal stumbling blocks you face. Can you transcend the very things that grip you up inside your own consciousness? That's the question. The answer only comes if you adopt a universally compassionate perspective. It's a Zen appreciation for each moment of life, not trying to change anything, but simply witnessing what is. And you do uplift your awareness, something magical happens. Oh, as you do uplift your awareness, something magical happens. You radiate a transcendent presence, which uplifts those around you. Thus do your dreams of an elevated reality become manifest. The affirmation to play it well is: I step up into the truth of my consciousness and I make my dreams a reality. I step up into the truth of my consciousness and I make my dreams a reality. That was The Card of Life, A Sacred Guide to Life on Earth by Alexander Dunlop for Nine of Spades. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about each book in the comments. Let me know, y'all. So, actually, no promo, but I gotta take a sip of some water. Excuse me. I'm gonna put no brain on camera. But I mean, I guess I'm promoting these books, right? Oh, gosh, that's why this is going to a private link afterwards. So if you're not here, just gotta figure it out. Nine of Spades by The Cards of Your Destiny by Robert Lee Camp. And it says the basic meanings of the Nine of Spades. Excuse me. The basic meaning of the Nine of Spades. The Nine of Spades can be a card of loss and disappointment. Oh gosh, that's why I hate these books. It's so negative. However, the true nature of the card reveals that its presence in your life for any period of time does not have to be a disaster. In actuality, the Nine of Spades represents making a completion of some importance. Whether this is the end of a certain occupation, way of life, or way of being with your health and body will depend upon the position of the card and the circumstances in your life at that time. So you got book personal reading. But rest assured that with some aspect of your life is coming to an end when this potential card, that's not what it says at all. It says, I feel like I skipped a line. But rest assured that some important aspect of your life is coming to an end when this potent card shows up. This is also one of the death cards, and indeed, when this card shows up, there will be a death in your life of some kind. We rebuke that. We go through many, many deaths in the course of our lifetime, and just like the snake shedding its skin, arrive at a new and better place each time that we do. Therefore, the Nine of Spades is not a card to be feared, but instead a card to be welcomed. It always has the ability to clear away all the unwanted and useless debris in our life and put us back on a new course where we are much more enlivened and satisfied. So, this book, it has the birthdays in it, I think, but it don't really have so this book doesn't have the squares in it. It just has the age and the birthday. So it is not like a full review of these books. I'm just, giving y'all a little bit so y'all can kind of know where to start with this information. Like I said, it's a lot of free information out here. You guys just got to really do the research and, know what you get into and why. That's all I'm going to say, But you could definitely reach out to me, book with me if you, feel comfortable. But that's why I'm getting back to making these videos and stuff so y'all can know who I am. But like I said, check out my old work as well. So this book is The Power of the Playing Cards. And thank you for the thumbs up. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to read what it says about today's Nine of Spades energy. If your birthday is February 3rd, this one is for you. So you are ruled by Uranus, your Uranus card, because you're an Aquarius today, February 3rd. Like Elmo. So Elmo is a nine of spades, but I'm gonna get back to what I say. I'm not trying to be personal and biased, but okay. So the creative and emotional power at your disposal suggests that you can achieve a great deal if you give structure to your thoughts and ingenious ideas. The possibility that you can alternate between ascending to great heights and descending to deeper lows signifies that you need to be decisive and establish harmony. Your ruler, Uranus, indicates that you value your freedom and enjoy mixing with people from different backgrounds. That sounds like Elmo. It also implies that your versatility, foresight, and original concepts, and even eccentricity can turn into profitable business ventures. Usually, your charm and friendly manner can conceal your more dramatic or sensitive nature. That definitely sounds like Elmo. And I was posting about Elmo because when Rocco came out, right? Everybody was posting Rocco and Elmo, and like y'all was they was playing with my man. They was really playing with Elmo. But it just so happened the very next day it was a Nine of Spades day, and I was like, look, y'all can't make it up. Or it was like, no, that's not what it was. It was something like that. Either it was on a Nine of Spades day when they was posting them, or it was like, I think it was the actual Nine of Spades day. Anyway, so his Uranus card, or if yeah, Elmo's Uranus card is a two of diamonds. So that's a lot of like, definitely making connections and making those rounds. And that's what it really just said. And I do like this little book. I haven't read all of these books at all. Like I said, I didn't get started reading books or, I organically got into these cards. So I think with this one though, y'all didn't hear me say anything about death or really anything negative like I just read from the other two. And it wasn't even fully negative with the other ones, but it was pretty like draining. But this one I just read, like I said, it was pretty good. I think that was spot on. Like I said, that sounds like Elmo to me. What y'all think? Y'all gotta say something. Let me know. I'm trying to think which book I'm gonna read next because I'm about to wrap it up. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all like, which y'all don't like. I got some other books I didn't go over yesterday. I mean, I got a lot of books. I already told y'all. I'll be buying books just for confirmation. I don't be reading them all the time. But confirmation from spirit and downloads and stuff. But like I said, I do math. So these books are really just to make sure I know how to explain this stuff, I guess, to regular, like not even regular, but like in a less technical manner. So like I said, I when I got into the cards, I just naturally was got into them just from family and everything. So I bought these books when I got older just to see what everybody else was talking about. I wanted to know what other people wanted, was talking about or thought about cards. So that's why I got into fellowshipping and all that, what I thought. So anyway, these are more like cartomancy books. Actually, let me read this one. This one is The Cards of Destiny by Sharon Jeffers. So this, she has they have a couple of these books. I have a couple of their books actually. All right. This says, look at the little picture. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. So it says, birthdays are January 5th, February 3rd, and March 1st. And this one gives a spirit card of the King of Hearts. So it says, Nine of Spades, the recreation of life. Many successful artists, performers, and teachers are born as the Nine of Spades. The inherent spiritual nature of this card allows you to tap into higher knowledge or wisdom and express it through your creativity. This is the card of accomplishment or disappointment, depending on how you choose to interpret and respond to what life offers you. Learning to let go and follow life's lead brings you your greatest good fortune. The key to success lies in looking at things from an impersonal perspective, which can be challenging at times. Your special relationship with the King of Hearts blesses you spiritually and artistically. You can be one of the most charming, loving, giving people on the planet. You have strong emotions that run deep, and you appreciate people who are sensitive to you and your needs. Most born under this influence are naturally adept at business and find great success in whatever they choose to do. This card represents universal wisdom, and when you live in alignment with this, success and higher learning will abound in all areas of your life. You will meet many people whom you feel you've known before. You probably have. Endings that come are blessed, and though you may find yourself saying goodbye many times, that's how it's meant to be. These changes might be in residence, relationships, careers, values, or simply how you review the world. For some, it's all of the above. It's normal for you to reinvent yourself and your environment from time to time. Change is always present in some form of your life, and it's as if you live many lifetimes in this one incarnation. The king and queen of your suit are the cards of self mastery. So that's the king and queen of spades. And this is where your true work lies. Drawing on the innate wisdom of those cards will help you explore a deeper side of your nature. Follow your deep and accurate intuition and allow your creative side to manifest fully. Enjoy your journey. It's not the last one you'll take, even though you most likely think it is. Excuse me, hold on. Gotta do calm now. Relationships. Love and partnerships are important to you, and you attract a mate with ease. You learn from relationships and have much to give, and you embody an innate wisdom about how to care for others. Your sensitive, caring nature makes it easy for you to be in partnership. Children. These children are extremely sensitive, and it's crucial that their environment be harmonious, loving, and beautiful. Offer them an array of opportunities to express themselves creatively. Often they are artistically and musically gifted. Let them lead the way as you support their expressions. I think that's it. I guess it is. Oh, that's a thick page. Yeah, that's it. All right. Yep. That was that. No, let me know what you think. Let me know y'all out there. Some thumbs up, something. Let me know if I should move on to the next book or if that's it. Let's see what else I got. What's her name? Sharon Jeffers has another book. Thank you. This one's called Love and Destiny. Discover the secret languages of relationships. So just to give you a little background, this one, like I said, is about relationships. So you can basically combine your card with another person's card or even a card of your own and see what that energy is. And you can call that a composite card, synastry, basically, like I said, you're just going to combine the card and see what you come out with. So if you happen to have a card and you match with another card and y'all total a 9 of spades, then I'm gonna read what it say for that possibility, and it might apply to the 9 of spades person. But and it doesn't even just have to be people. That's what I also want to make sure y'all get. Like, it's energies and events too. Like, so that's how I post. I don't post just, even when I do post people, I don't care about what's going on in their personal life. I'm posting them as signifying stuff for the greater collective. So that's how I kind of make people relevant. Like, nobody was never mind, nobody was really checking for certain things, and then they just pop up in the news. So we really have that power to do that. I'm just saying. So this says Nine of Spades, recreation and reinvention. This is a unique and unusual relationship, to say the least. The Nine of Spades represents blessed endings and new beginnings. With this card ruling a relationship, that's exactly what you will get on an ongoing basis. Sorry, I'm gonna read it again. With this card ruling a relationship, that's exactly what you will get going on and on. Why do they put it like that? Why do they say that like it's an Erykah Badu song? Y'all know what I'm saying. On an ongoing basis, that's what you're gonna get. This card influence will demand that you deal with past emotional issues and unpleasant matters of the heart so that you can release them. The new learning gained from understanding the old issues will establish fresh perspectives in your relating and your comfort with true intimacy. I'm going to read that again. The new learning gained from understanding the old issues will establish fresh perspectives in your relating and your comfort with true intimacy. Yeah, so deal with past emotional issues and unpleasant matters of the heart so that you can release them. Emotions can be turbulent and drama can be high with this connection. Beginnings, endings, and redefining experiences, similar to miniature deaths and rebirths, will occur. These transformations, oh, sorry. Sheesh, I'm going to get to that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find out a little bit about that for you. Thank you for, and that's why we want to go live so, like, people can, like, really, like, interact and then y'all can learn. We can learn together. So, and it'll be a little chatty, that's all. These transformational experiences will repeatedly cause you to recreate yourselves and reinvent your lives. This is likely to continue throughout the span of your time together. Not always, but often. Nine of Spades relationships break up and get back together more than once. This can be a highly emotional connection, and in order to maintain balance, you must have clear intentions and exercise your communication with skill and sensitivity. Being conscious and skillful with how you communicate will enable you to harness and manage the emotions that arise between the two of you. The fiery passion inherent within this connection could very well have been the magnetism that drew the two of you together initially. However, the foundation of this partnership must be built on friendship rather than passion, or it will not succeed or survive. They got a lot in this one, I tell you that. It's possible that your way of living will change significantly when you are in this relationship. Nine of Spades being symbolic of loss and letting go can be a challenging composite card. You willingly ride the ups and downs of this card's temperament and become comfortable with surrounding your ego and willfulness when that is the request that life is making. This influence is highly demanding and most powerful for self-development. This relationship is not always meant to be long lasting, although it can be. Interesting, right? I mean, kind of cliche, but often often your being together is providing time for a completion of some kind between the two of you. It would be in your best interest to be sensitive and consciously aware every step of the way. I mean, yeah, in general, that would be very beneficial in everything. Consult your inner wisdom via your intuitive intelligence so that you can be clear about the difference between a learning opportunity and the end of a relationship if you are in that situation. This can be a challenging connection, so pay attention. It can also be a very beautiful, spiritually enlightening experience, one where you and your partner are extremely expressive with your love and creativity. Finally, like, where's the joy? Golly. However, even in its best form, the Nine of Spades relationship will offer endings as the doorways into new life. I understand what they're saying, though, because I know the energy. This partnership can bring good financial gain where your individual intentions are aligned with one another and you support each other toward the accomplishment of your chosen goals. You may have to guard against power struggles and battles of the will. Be vigilant because these struggles, such as hidden agendas, can be very subtle. Rather than being subjective, maintain objectivity, and which will give you perspective. If you are presently in this relationship and experiencing the up and downs and on and off frustrations caused by things not going as you expect them to, you might want to step back and let go of your expectations. Engage in meditation or another form of mental discipline to let go of your old ways of thinking, being, and believing if they are getting in the way. You have to be a good spiritual surfer to ride the waves of this relationship with grace. When you take a path of self-discipline, it will empower you to teach the highest attributes of this card: you must be a student of life itself, breath by breath. Be your partner's best friend, and then his or her lover. The key to self mastery in this relationship lies in learning to take things impersonally. Tall order, you bet. I know I'm talking fast, but that's good. Yeah. If you are thinking about this, being in this relationship, be aware of what is being said. This connection has the potential to be one of the most difficult connections in the deck unless you are able to truly be yourself. However, if you are uncomfortable in your skin and feel happy and free, if you are comfortable in your skin and feel happy and free, then step in deeper and see what happens. It's a connection if you both are dedicated to a spiritual path. That's basically saying if you both on the high side. Remember that communication and friendship are the keys to experiencing happiness in this relationship. All right, that's a lot, and that's not even like all of it. It got like 2 more pages, but I'm gonna pause because yeah. So let's see what y'all say. Got it in Venus. Let me pull my thing up. Oh yeah, that's why I figured Jack of Hearts energy, right? I think because the Nine of Spades has that Two of Hearts Mercury. I mean, of course, it's not in the book. This is just me talking. But you know that Nine of Spades has that Two of Hearts Mercury, so it's definitely that it's very. It can be very tough to have a stable connection in the sense that that's a binary energy, or even having being able to maintain attraction or some type of stimulation. I don't know about y'all, but if you can't stimulate my mind, you can't have my time. So you might share a little dime, but anybody get no wine. Tell you that. So, uh, yeah, I can understand that, because if you think about the energy of a Jack of Hearts, though, like I know this is not anything in the book, but I'm just chatting. If you think about the energy of the Jack of Hearts, if you think of like the Christ card or the Christ principle, right, of how Christ was going around to different people, and they were just being in their presence, and that was enough for them. But Christ was like, all right, I gotta go. Like I got more world to see and travel and connections to make, right? So we have to look at the different cards within the spread besides just that one card, whether it's our card or another card, because we don't want to really be biased in how we look at these cards. And that's why I'll be like tired of hearing certain stuff. Like we gotta really just understand that it's a whole formula, within your one card. So it's a lot. It can be a lot, but that's why I want to do these book. I always wanted to do a book club, so that's really why I just decided to do it with the cards, because it just made sense. And I don't feel like this is anything that y'all shouldn't be able to find, really. Like, it's a lot of free information online, but I did pay for these books, so but like I said, I bought them after the fact. So because a lot of times people be want to know, oh, how are you credible and this and that. When you do decide to share your gifts with other people, that's more so my reasoning. People started asking me to do stuff for them, and it'd be funny. Like, I don't be knowing how people be finding out I do stuff sometimes, but I'm like, okay, well, I guess I promote it. But I really don't. I do things. I start with myself always, and that's what you need to do before you even think about reading for anybody or even getting into this from anybody else. You need to get into it from yourself and see what you can find on your own. I really encourage that. That's what I did, and that's really part of the journey. That's really the best part of the journey, when you find out things yourself. You make those connections, even if you find out things from someone, if it's an organic, connection, those are the best. Those are the best. And I really feel like I'm saying that because this is a non-space energy today. So like even like traveling, like I make a lot of great connections when I travel. I meet a lot of great people that I've never met before, but it really does feel like I know them. And that's a really powerful energy with this non-space card too. Like I said, on a post I made, I said I had a nine of spades twin, quote unquote, in high school because our birthdays were only a couple days apart. But like she was like a real life Elmo. Like I love her brothers and everything. So um, it can be a good card for just having joy and having that support within your family and making those connections. Like I said, just getting out kind of out of the box. They were actually like they were Filipino, and I mean, even if it'd be funny if this happens to come across and somebody finds it. But yeah, like they were like just the coolest family that I knew. Like they were they were like local to the area and everything, but they were just themselves. And uh I don't know, I'm trying to be politically correct when I'm talking. And it's not like they was trying to be anything or anything like that. They just was just genuinely like good people. And they didn't look like they was trying to be no type of way. Like they looked like that's them. um so I guess I'm just saying that because I really hear so much negativity about certain cards. So, like I said, that Nine of Spades young lady that I went to school with, and her family, she came from a good family. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So, you got to kind of look and see why you feel these way about certain ways about certain cards, and see if it's in your spread. That's why you feel away, or if somebody told you you should feel away. So that's why I'm saying like find out things yourself. But that's why I'm doing also a little free book club because yeah. Nine of Spades. This book is called Playing Cards, Predicting Your Future. Astrologue Complete Guide by Hallie Morag. I probably did not pronounce any of that right, but this is what it looks like. Nine of Spades. This card, as is evident from its well-known numerological why am I talking so weird? Numerological interpretation is the finishing point. The combination of the numerological meaning with spades deals with the hardest blow of all. The person is now at his lowest ebb, down and out, and does not know if he will ever be able to rise again. See, that's why I prefaced it with some positive shit because I just wanted to show y'all what's in the books so y'all can maybe save some money or decide which ones y'all want to get. But maybe things apply. Maybe things apply. And maybe I'm just biased because I don't use them. But that's, I gotta get some understanding of different perspectives. But like I said, these books really be in my way. These specific ones, because it really just makes you biased, and you can't be like that when you're trying to learn the other tools or any type of subject. Like you got to be able to take things with a grain of salt, as they say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what this book is trying to say. I don't. Let me find. I'm trying to. It's not. I see hearts and diamonds. I don't see no spades and no clubs in this damn book. I see the joke. I see a chapter on the jokers. All right, hold on. All right, I found it. That's not a space too. Yeah, exactly. Very negative on the sites. Because people don't really. I'm not gonna say people don't know, but they don't want you to know the real stuff. That's why these books even have a lot of information missing from them. They got a lot of stuff missing from these books too. Like even like the older books, because I buy like forgotten books and stuff like that. And they'll have like pages blurred out or missing. Even like some of the books I'll go to online, they'll be like missing pages and stuff out of them. So I'm just like, man. But like I said, I do math, so I'm gonna figure it out. Let's see. This says the Nine of Spades. Lay your troubles to rest. If you wish to rid yourself of troubles. Oh, did I say what this book was? My bad. Hold on. This is a deck of spells. Hoodoo, playing card magic, and root work and conjure. I think this would probably be my first time reading this book. I got a problem. Yeah. Said, but the things are there. If you can intuit That's why I've been watching people speak. Yeah, it's certain themes that are reoccurring, but you also gotta realize when people are like just regurgitating too, or kind of reiterating what was just said. So, but it is a reoccurring theme. It's there. I mean, and that's what the cards, and that's why I even when I do like my cartomancy pulls, and I'll be like, I see it on different levels. Like it's layers to these cards, and that's why I really like I'm a mathematician because just understanding fractals alone, Fibonacci and fractals. So I was talking about this in the spaces on Twitter, but like that's the energy of it. It's spiraling, but it's also creating different strengths. So um, yeah, so yeah, it's really good to just like I said, just kind of just get your own understanding and interpretation, and then go with like who you trust or what you trust, you know. But like I said, I'm a little different. If you wish to rid yourself of troubles, bad habits, or addictions, you can send them to the graveyard by using the nine of spades. Okay, remember this is the hoodoo voodoo book. All right, so take the nine of spades, turn it sideways, and write the trouble you wish to rid of across the middle spade to be carried to the graveyard by the eight pallbearer spades. Okay, so let me find the eight. Let me find the card real quick so y'all can see the symbolism that it's saying. So they saying the eight is the four and the four, and this is the supposed to be you. So these are supposed to be the well, not you, but it's supposed to be whatever is what you put in there to be carried. And this is the pallbearers that's carrying it. That's what they saying. Dress the card with banishing oil at its corners and center. Dress a white candle with run devil run oil and place it on top of the card. Light the candle. Pray James chapter 7 verse 4 and the 121st Psalm over the card and candle, and state your intentions to reject the thing that is troubling you and to be free of it. When the candle is done, wrap up the card and remaining wax, excuse me, in an all black silk handkerchief and tied with the black thread, carrying them to the graveyard and bury them there. That's what the hoodoo voodoo magic say to do. So I'm a magician. I do things a little differently too. If you want to do all that, let me know how that work out. I'm just saying. But I do use my cards for in magic too. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And I've given some gifts out with my cards and magical pieces. So I do that. But like I said, if you're gonna do that hoodoo action, let me know what that route comes up to, cause yeah. This book right here. All right, I'm gonna just read what I just found. This is Card Chemistry: The Secret Science of Relationships by Stefan G. Meyer. It says the nine of spades. This is like a quick little chart of like different stuff. It says losses in work and health, making a completion of some importance, loss of a job, tragic circumstances, sickness and death. Okay, so since we having a collective nine of spades day, where has it been for you? What's going on today? Please let me know. Call me up, leave a comment. Let me know what's been going on with you and these nine of spades energies that you can recall being a nine of spades day. Or even if you have it in your spread more so, like let me know what's up with the theme for the day specifically. But in your spread, yeah, I get it. I get how it could be. But also, I would like to know anyway. What else I got? I don't feel like getting up. This one I said don't get until like you get maybe some of the other ones I read first. 22, happy birthday, boo. Okay, so you have a nine of spades child. Wow. So what do you think like about what you heard? and how, you know, you can do feel like that relates to your child, maybe in certain ways. But like I said, it just had the majority of the themes was just something else. But like I also said, it's a card that I know personally was like, you know, it's different people, but the one I knew was a January one. It's a beautiful cold day full of final beginnings. I agree. It does feel like a day of I don't know, for me it'd be like days of relief. Like an energy of like, oh my goodness. I am glad I went to sleep and, you know, went to sleep and woke up free from whatever I laid down with before I went, you know, before I went to Dream World or whatever the case is. That's how I be feeling. Kind of with like nine cards or nine energies. Not all the time. Sometimes I be wanting to slap somebody, but not usually. But this, like I said, this book I said don't get. Yeah, I have different copies, versions of this book. He's my final born, carrying my will to live in his smile. That is sweet. That's sweet. And for that to be for him turning 22, that's a master builder age. So I really feel like even this year, um, between y'all, because that's your Venus card, right? Yeah, I think y'all are gonna grow to new depths of y'all relationship. I don't know what it is right now, but I feel like, because 22 is a master builder age, it's a master builder number, but like just being that in life, period, in the different cycles of life, when you're at 22, you start to, even more so, if even if you did already, you kind of start to understand more of the sacrifices that your parents made for you, and being more understanding of in that maturity, you know, of adulting. I guess I would say that's a nine of hearts in Saturn, right? I think. Let me make sure. 'Cause I be talking, but I need to make sure. 'Cause I be forgetting. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew that. Yeah, the nine of hearts is at 22 is in Saturn. So I know for me it was a time where I really was accomplishing more of my goals, and my mom was like really kind of like seeing the transition of me, you know, being able to like be in school and graduating and getting my, you know, my homes together and, you know, my career and stuff like that. It's a really big time to brace yourself for that seven of diamonds energy that's about to come, you know, soon as you hit that mark. So that's really and then like I said, the nine of hearts itself though, on the not even the seven of diamonds, like I said, with the career and your schooling and stuff, but that nine of hearts itself, that's like the rushing of like understanding between you and your relationship with your family. So it can hit like a high at 22. It's not even like the highest high, but as a youth, that's gonna be a peak in the connections and relationships with your family. I'll say that. So that's what's up. I'm looking forward to y'all. I don't know y'all, but like I just love to hear it. So that's what's up. So I'm gonna since you on here and you know, I appreciate people that's interactive. Oh, and that's what thing I don't be wanting to sound like I'm I mean I don't be caring, but like my thing is just do the work or act like you care. Like I don't want to give because so much information that is given, and people don't really appreciate what's already out there. So I just want people to just you know engage, and I don't mind sharing stuff for free, but I also do have services that you can you know reach out for. My other son is oh wow, seven diamonds. Oldest four diamonds. This year feels faded. Wow, that's and so I wonder. Hmm. Those are just really. That's really. You just got a lot of powerful cards right there. You know, a lot of spiritual money. No, I appreciate now, and I'm not saying it to like be a tangent, but I grew up watching like Bobby Bobby Hemmett, and I watch Brother Panic, so I watch them because I talk like that. Like, I don't talk like that all the time. I'm a lady, but I'm just saying, like, they don't be holding nothing back. So, but they put you on, but you got to do the work. Like, that's all. They just want people to do the work. And then if I knew everything, like, I wouldn't even be on this. But I do know a lot, so I just be wanting to share stuff because I be wanting to talk with people about stuff who get it or who want to get it. So this says, if you have a 9 of Spades Venus, I'm going to read this for you. It says, illness. Well, okay, you know what? I don't want to read this for you. I don't want to read this for you because, like I said, so I'm going to read for what it says for the 9 of Spades and Venus. I'm not going to put that on you. I'm just going to read what it says. Illness caused by powerful emotions. Illness of a lady friend or relative by marriage. A disappointment of a wish or aspiration to succeed. So that's what I'm saying. If you got, so I'm gonna end this soon because I did want to go to sleep when I came in. It's been an hour, so I'm gonna end this soon. But I'll say this. I'll probably leave this video up. I'm not gonna make this one. I'm not gonna make this one private. Wow. So okay. So you said that it already happened. So I think with like natal placements, I mean, even it's not even saying. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I really, I do pray though that you're able to still communicate with your mother. I really, I sincerely hope that you're still able to. Um, I think with this placement though, it is, how do I say, like, yeah, I know I say that it has a lot of cliche statements in it, but it does have some truth in it because 9 is the energy of endings, but also the spade suit can be looked at as mental or, air and wind, right? But it can be looked at as a mental element. So it can be a lot of like behind the scenes in health conditions that may just may have been stemming and come to I guess a climax. And we were talking about this last night on the Ten of Spades live on here because I had mentioned that it can be an energy of like illness as well. And I don't think the book said that, but I was saying that. And I had a friend on here who was saying that her mom had cancer, but she does not have cancer anymore. But she was saying that her mom had cancer due to, she pinpointed it due to the relationship, the marriage that she was in with my friend's father. So she was saying that her mother pinpointed the cause of her illness, which was spiritually related, is what I'm saying. And I believe the 9 of Spades and the ten of okay, that's probably what I'm supposed to speak on because I'm gonna get to that. But I was about to say I think the 9 of Spades and the Ten of Spades are very closely related. But the 9 of Spades transforms into the Ten of Diamonds, so that must be why I said that because the Ten of Diamonds is the energy that is so the Ten of Diamonds is Jupiter, right? And the Ten of Diamonds is the energy of schizophrenia and a lot of like and I say that because I got the Ten of Diamonds in my spread, and that's what I'm saying. Like when I speak on these cards, I'm speaking on what I know personally. A lot of times, I'm not trying to be biased or anything like that. I'm really just working to explain my interpretation and understanding on a personal level to be relatable. That's how I got here. She brought me, I think, the ancestor work faded. I believe so. Because even me just saying the Ten of Diamonds just now, I did not necessarily have a reason to say that because I was trying to say the Ten of Spades. But the Ten of Diamonds, like I said, is the transformation card of the Nine of Spades. But of course, it's not saying that in none of the books I'm reading. But, I'm reading to y'all. But like I said, I'm just talking to y'all now. The Nine of Spades transfers to the Ten of Diamonds. And I was saying the Ten of Diamonds is a card of schizophrenia, they say, but also ancestors. It says Jupiter in the physical spirit. So it can be a card of schizophrenia for the reasons as follows. I have this card in my spirit, right? It can be a card that has a lot of communication. because it sits in the Jupiter, so it's absorbing a lot of information, and a lot of voices, can be going on, and you have to understand who's really talking to you, who's telling you to do what. And sometimes, you just don't always know. Sometimes you just don't. And you have to look at the spread of the 10 of diamonds around it. Like, I'm into like magic squares and stuff like that, so I look at stuff differently than what people are taught to look at stuff. And you have to go with your intuition. And I really think that's what the Nine of Spades is telling you to do anyway, because it says Venus Uranus. So it's really about how you feel about your personal relationship, and how can you share that with others as well. But how can you develop that information? It's like a binary coding, because you have to go back and forth. And this could be a card of, like we're saying, death, but also rebirth in another platform, another form, or another realm. It may not be reborn in this physical, dimension, but it's not dying. Oh, wow. Yeah, so your mother being a nine of clubs is perfect, because what's that? The today is the nine of spades card, and today's the Mercury card of the nine of clubs. So she's talking to you today for sure. So I'm gonna read what, because the comments not gonna come up later. I'm diving into cardiology. My mom was nine of clubs, closely related to nine of spades, very mentally afflicted. Yeah, so I believe that when a lot of times when our loved ones cross over, we can connect stronger with them from where they are, because they're not limited in what they can. Well, as far as like us being a vessel in a channel, they're not limited to what they can send to us, but we are limited when we're not open. So that's what I believe I want to say with this energy of the nine of spades. And it's so on point that you just mentioned your mother, and the fact that she's a nine of clubs. And that's a 9-9, right? And I look at the 9-9 of the energy of 9-9 is 18. When you break it, you can. So I posted about nine of clubs, and I reposted it in my stories, and it just be like every time the nine of clubs come up, it don't kind of go away. It kind of ties into the next card or something like that. But that's what it should do. Um, so the nine of clubs and the nine of spades being Mercury, what is it? I'm sorry, not Mercury. Venus, Saturn, and Venus, Uranus. Those energies are 9 and 9 is 18. So I say 18 is when you are at the age when you're coming into yourself. And if you look at it, it's like the 8 and the 1. The 8 is brought to the 1. So it's like as above, so below. So now you're 18 is when you're supposed to be legal. You can make those decisions for yourself. You don't have to, you're your guardian now. You don't have an overseer, because now you're legally, able to um, manage and adult yourself, right? Adult yourself. So I think that is the energy of the 9-9 and that spread too, because you have to learn how, and it's all binary energies. So you have to learn how to manage yourself so that you can, be able to extend that as well. But not even just for, oh, I'm going to go out here and be a humanitarian and save the world. Like, no, in your immediate environment, you have the power to manifest and manage and orient, or I guess, speak what you want into existence. So I think, like I said, with that energy of the nine of clubs being the moon energy of today, because like I said, the placement of the nine of spades beside it, that's so on point for her to have you getting into this. And I'll say, like with ancestors, like I said, when they cross over, you can really get more information when you understand their cards and look into like different times in your life where they may have played a big role in certain situations and scenarios, and see what they was going through. And then that helps with your forgiveness and everything too. It really helps with healing, because we can't like rescind or eliminate anybody else's karma, or even like necessarily our own. Somebody can't clear your karma for you. Like, you have to do it yourself. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you can find trusted sources, cool. But it really is out here for you to, find. Um, you know, so I think that's a lot of the magic. And I think, like I said, with the nine of spades energy, it really succeeds when it goes out and travels and makes those genuine connections. So I'm glad I got on tonight, because I really was gonna go to bed when I got in. Um, So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Do y'all have any more questions or any comments before I wrap up? I'm gonna leave this video up though, cause I made the other one private last night. It was real good. It was a lot of tea last night. Oh wow, she said, Sham said she couldn't speak for the last 20 years. I'm her voice now. I know that's right. I got chills. I got chills. Girl, that is so magical. Like my face hurt. That is so magical. Like I just feel it because my grandmother, like I feel it. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. You better say that. Say that. Say that. Oh man. Well, thank you. Thank y'all for being here, and thank you for, liking and sharing, thumbs up, subscribing, all that cliche stuff. But it really helps the algorithm. It helps for us to find our tribe. I don't really, I try to be social and stuff, but you just got to find what works for you. So I'm testing out this method, and I think I enjoy this more than what I've been doing. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think so we can get this going on a more consistent basis. And yeah, at Hell of a Healer, and you can also follow me for more of just the cards, just only the cards for real at CardiniOG on Instagram. But I'm doing what is it? I'm doing everything else occult on Hell of a Healer. Candles, yeah, light them candles. Light the candles. Light the candles all you want. Like I said, I'm different. Do what you feel innately for you. But if you're gonna light some candles, look at the flame and how it flickers. Just pay attention to that. Pay attention to the smoke. First of all, pay attention to what kind of candle you lighting. Not saying one candle is, I'm not telling you that one candle is better than the other. There are people who will tell you that, and I'm not one of them. But if you ask me, I might give you my opinion. But since that's not necessarily the case right now, is that as far as like specifically, I'm just going to say you trust your intuition and you decide what colors you think work for you, and then you test it out. Because I can tell you burn a white candle, and burn. I can tell you to burn a white candle and burn a black candle at the same time. And you may not understand why I'm telling you to do that. And I can give you a whole explanation of why you should do that. But it may not make sense to you, so it's not going to resonate with you. So that's why I'm saying resonate with yourself first and foremost. See what, practice and see what works for you first. And see what doesn't work for you before you trust somebody else. Trust yourself first. That's what I also think the Nine of Spades is, here to show us as well. So, I mean, look at Elmo. Elmo is the key. I don't know. Like I said, today's Elmo's birthday. So, Elmo be known. Elmo be like, Elmo don't like that. Elmo be like, Elmo got a new toy. Elmo is going to donate this one to the Lost and Found. So, Elmo knows, but Elmo does it with a smile. So, let's just keep that in mind. Burn a red candle for Elmo, shoot. But, also, like I said, just pay attention to the flame and the smoke. Dancing and singing to get out. Yes. So I always recommend that. I always sing and dance. So, shoot, do that while you burning the candle and see if the flame dance with you. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'd be like, I play with flames. You'll say, like, I play with it. Little fire, the flame. I play with the flames. So just be mindful, like I said, of pay attention to what you burn. Since we're not talking about herbs, I think you are right. Like, I don't be saying burn sage, because you got to burn more than just sage. And then if you don't even like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't really, if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. But if candles is for everybody. So definitely, like I said, pay attention to what the flame is doing and the smoke. The smoke. And if the candle burns, if the candle is inside of glass and the glass burns inside like it's smoke and soot, then I would get rid of that candle. And that's another conversation, but I would step up some things, or just, try to figure out what you think might be the cause of this reaction. because like something is tainting, you know. Um, oh, you got cinnamon candles. So yeah, I mean, also, uh, I definitely, if you want to dress your candles, if you're saying like, even if you have like cinnamon, you know, herb ground up, you can still dress it with that too if that's what you want to do, to help bring in a good aroma, but also it opens your senses. Some people say you burn it, or some people say it's good to like bring in prosperity or money and things like that. It's different things, but ultimately, a lot of these herbs and stuff are meant for you to inhale so that your your mind can open up. Okay, your cortex can become a vortex, and you can, you know, start spinning and, you know, get your mind flowing. You know, so blood flowing and everything like that. A lot of oxygen needs to be able to pass through, and we want to get rid of these blockages. So that's, I think, on cue for the Nine of Spades. I'm gonna leave it at that because I think that's I think this was a great conversation. And yeah, you know, just make sure you know what to clear out with this energy whenever you see it. And you, like I said yesterday, well, even if you don't act on it today, just put it in your mind. Make a mental note, even if you don't physically write it or physically do it. Put it in your mind. Put the energy, embed the energy in your mind so that you can code it when it's time. All right, y'all. Thank you again. Have a great night, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.